Of the infernal I invoke of the gods before the powers, Maponos, be quick and spin these with magic below. Little when sowed may it thus become great, and I straighten the crooked. Bind I shall see, and this of charm I shall hold. Will ensure this. I prepare them for committing. I prepare them for committing. I prepare them for committing. It's from an ancient 2nd century Celtic curse tablet, and I'm here to tell you that if you think that your practice is very different from your ancestors or those that came before us, it's not. And the spells and curses that our ancestors laid out were usually very simple. Ancient Celts had a fascination with rivers and pools and springs, and that was their magical site. They would go to those sites with tablets, thin, think of it like gold leaf, thicker than gold leaf. They would inscribe things on it. Not like wishing wells today when we throw a penny in for good fortune. Ancient Celts would go to the rivers and springs for spells of good fortune and healing, but also cursing. Depending on what type of magical working they were doing, the offerings that they would put into the spring or the well were known as ex voto, which are votives. Voto literally means things that are vowed to the gods. On the votives would be inscribed or drawn things. They would have incantations. There would also be pictures. So it might even be a picture of a leg or an arm. Whatever the person is trying to heal would be on the tablet. Now, the ancient votive plaques were usually made of bronze or wood. Interestingly, a lot of the votives that they have found tend to cross cultures. So the one I just read you was a Gaulish tablet. It was found in France, and it's written in mostly Latin, but with some Irish words. In that spell, the actual writing of the spell, they mention the god Lu, and the style of the writing is very similar to Irish cursing patterns. So we have a Gaulish practitioner writing in mostly Latin who is utilizing an Irish style. Really important to note because it tells us that these cultures were not insular. They did not just, stay in their own countries. They traveled around. Now that invocation also opens with a call to Mapinos or Mapinos, the deity who's been recorded in other places in the Celtic world. They believe that this Mapinos or Mapinos is also connected to the Welsh Mabon, and he's also connected to the Irish Angus, also associated with Macag the young son. Angus, the son of Ireland's River Boyne, appears in several Irish tales, prominently in the Dream of Angus, where it is clear that he is the Hibernian god of love. I also think that this curse is more Irish leaning because of the mention of Mapinos and the connection with the Celtic otherworld. Because of the way the invocation is ordered, it begins with, of the infernal, I invoke of the gods. So they're invoking the god and then the lesser gods or the demons or the helpers that are going to curse the people that are listed. Suggests that they are calling Mapinos up from the other world to assist. It's also an Irish word within the curse that means vex or to bring sorrow. The early words for magic didn't mean magic. It actually meant tying, spinning, or binding. All of this connects with the image of women who are working with thread or yarn and spinning and weaving. This is associated with destiny and cursing. Another common thing in these cursing tablets is that the caster would not be trying to bind or spin the target themselves. They are handing them over or registering them with the gods. And even if somebody had stolen your items, you wouldn't say, you wouldn't call the god and say, give me my items back. You would say, I have dedicated these boots to you and so stole them. Go get them. So when you feel like the old ways are lost or that your practice does not look like what it did for your ancestors, you are wrong. The infernal I invoke of the gods before the powers, Mapinos, be quick and spin these with magic below. Keep it simple, write it down, throw it in some water, see what happens.